Hello everyone, welcome back to another Shadowverse Evolve Locals feature match, and today we got Kagero versus Oracle Think Tank. So, we've seen Kagero before on the channel, but we have not seen the Oracle deck before yet. That deck is a pretty interesting deck. It's the Haven Vanguard collab deck, and it pretty much involves stacking your deck to get the maximum amount of triggers hit off of your drive checks. So pretty cool deck. Kind of a big brain deck if you're into trying to order things in the correct order to get everything maximize your triggers. So should be a pretty interesting matchup. And looks like Kagero's going first and Oracle's going second. Both players passing on their turn ones. And we'll see what Kagero can do here on its turn two. Looking like we're going to be playing down the spear and just passing. And then on the Oracle turn, we got one of the many versions of Tsukiyomi. This one's going to check the top and order however he wanted. And then it also does have a effect where you can play a play point to remove some followers, which is cool. But clearly do not have enough for that right now, just because he used both his play points to summon it. But anyway, it's now turn 3 now for the Kagero player. We'll see where we go. We can try and push damage here with the spear if we want, which is what we're going to be doing. We're going to swing for 3, and we also play down a Gatling Dragon for hopefully some draws soon. But we got the Oracle player now, looking like we're going to be playing down this for 3, and then we're going to use an Evo point to Evo. We're going to be pitching one of the one-drop Tsukiyomi form to banish the spear. And we're also going to be swinging for 2, and then we're going to use the amulet to look at the top 3, put any on top or bottom, however you want. Looks like we put 1 on top and 2 at the bottom. So that's pretty good. And now we're back to the Kagero player here. So we'll see what they can do. Oracle kind of doing its thing. Pretty nicely actually, and looking like Kagero could get some explosive plays here now with this Aleph potentially if it hits anything nice. However, I don't think it hit anything nice. Looks like we just grabbed the Hellblaze, I believe that is, and that is too big to bring out, unfortunately. So looks like we're just gonna swing in, hit a heal trigger though, to get us back to 21, which then clears the Tsukiyomi on the field. And then we're going to be tapping the Gatling Dragon instead of swinging to draw a card. Okay. Pretty nice. Looks like we're back to Oracle, though, and we're going to be putting down this follower, then using Evo point to Evo it. Or actually, no, sorry. Drive it. My apologies. It's going to get +1/+1. Going to look at the top 5 here to order it however we like. So with this one, though, this one also has a passive effect that if he hits a trigger at any point, he can do 4 damage to a follower and then heal 2. So that's going to be pretty nice here. I believe he did hit it. He did see a couple triggers on that top 5. But anyway, we're going to be swinging here. Hit a heal trigger that we stacked. Then we're going to do 4 damage, then heal. Then we're going to do the same thing. Swing to the Gatling, and then hit a draw trigger. Then do 4 damage to the Gatling Dragon, and then heal 2 again. So both followers dealing with the board here, and both followers not taking any damage because the 4 damage done to the followers was done before combat. So both are kind of come away unscathed from that, which is nice. So we'll see how the Kagero responds, but this should be a pretty good one. We got Overlord coming down. This should be able to clear the board at the very least. There's going to be, you do 5 damage to the Evo here, or not the Evo, the drived follower. And we're going to be swinging into the Evo. Hit no triggers on the checks. And we also use the amulet to push it up to 6/2 at the very least. So don't know if using it there was needed, but maybe he just feels more comfortable having the extra defense. But anyway, we got an Amaterasu coming down, hitting a refresh trigger, which will banish the Overlord, which is really nice, and also. It's also restood, which is going to make it harder to deal with. And looks like we got another Overlord coming down. that got banished, and now it's back because we must have drew another one. At least it looks like we're taking it back now. A little thumbs up of, yeah, I'm taking that back. Okay. Nice. Anyway, it looks like we're going to be using this Hellblaze coming out now. I'm going to drive it to at least do 4 damage to the Amaterasu. However, this doesn't deal with it. So the hand must not be very good to deal with this Amaterasu, unfortunately. So that kind of blows. But anyway, we play on. So now we're back to Oracle's turn, and we're bringing down the really good form of Tsukuyomi. This one can play a 4 or less from hand, and since he has both forms in the cemetery, this will get Storm, which is nice. So this is going to be pushing more face damage, which is great. The follower he did play out can also tap itself to draw a card, which is nice. So that's really good. But anyway, it looks like we're stacking our deck here as well with the follower we played out. So looks like we're going to use his second ability to draw. And we're going to play down a refresh trigger to refresh the follower we tapped, then tap it again to draw a card. Swinging with the Amaterasu, hit a crit trigger, and a restand trigger. So hitting 2 triggers again that we probably stacked. So the crit's going to boost the Tsukuyomi, and the refresh, looks like we're trying to debate here what we want to refresh here. Maybe we can refresh the one that we used to draw cards, which is what he probably was considering. Also, the Amaterasu is going to be banishing the follower as well, since we did hit 2 triggers, which is nice. And looks like that's what we're doing with the refresh one. We're going to be restanding the one that draws cards to get a 3rd draw off the top, which is great. So we're going to check 2 off the Tsukuyomi. Didn't hit any triggers there. And we finished the turn by drawing a 3rd card. Did 12 damage that turn, I believe, which is really, really good. So now Kagero is now down to 7 on their turn 7, and looking to try and clear this board. It's kind of going to be tough to crack here. They are going to try to search something here off of this drived Rhea, but I don't know if they're going to have enough play points and the kind of out to get rid of this whole board, which really sucks. There is a way to try and maybe clear 3 of these things to at least live potentially, because all you need to do is just get everything dealt with to keep that 1 drop around, or if you can't deal with the 1 drop, at least get everything else except for something that, and just leave something on the board that just can't kill him for the next turn. But it's gonna be hard, so we'll see what we can do. Still trying to figure out his search here. Considering bar, that's not gonna do much, sadly, here. All he needs is a turn. If he can live a turn here, maybe he can get the end off the next turn and then clear the board entirely, which would be good. But that's if he does live. And I don't even know. However, though, I actually don't think he has enough Kagero followers in the cemetery or cards in cemetery to even use the nuke effect, because he has a couple of his cards banished, actually. So actually, maybe he wouldn't even have enough to begin with. But it looks like we do grab the Overlord the end off of the Rhea here, so that's not going to be played out this turn, however, which really sucks. So let's see what we can do from the hand here. I don't know if he has enough. I don't think he... By the body language and by how long it's taken, I don't think he can clear the whole board, or at least most of it. But he does clear 2 bodies here, which is nice. Can he clear another? I don't know if he can. The big thing here is if he can get rid of the Tsukuyomi. If he can at least do that, he can maybe live a turn. So we're going to swing it. Hope to hit a crit. At the very least, does not hit the crit. So it's only going to do 2 damage, and the Tsukuyomi will live, and that's going to be pretty much game here. I say that as the Oracle player is now going to just BM a little bit. I guess. Sure, why not? I mean, you're this far ahead. Might as well just do what you want. Whatever, right? Hit a crit trigger. the 4-drop more or less that he played out can burn as well, which is nice. And also he swung for 8. He's swinging again when he's at 0. He's already dead, my guy. He's already dead. He's already dead. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. But yeah, Oracle Think Tank taking this win here against Kagero. Sadly, I think Kagero's hand wasn't the greatest, and it couldn't really combat the Oracle deck that well with the hand given by the looks of it. Or it just maybe just that, or it could have just been that Aleph is what really hurt, especially just not hitting anything good off that Aleph on turn 4 when he used it. Also kind of sucked as well. But anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed this, though, however. Keep on the lookout for more locals feature matches in the future here. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe, and see you guys next video. Have a nice day.